Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Battle Brothers. Now, it's probably the last thing you'd expect after the way the previous episode ended, but you know what? Last time, I walked away from a very large fight with a lot of high tier opponents. And to be fair, my estimation was, look what we're facing here. In order to take this lot on successfully, we'd want metal armor on most of the frontline battle brothers, better weapons, we want most of our brothers to be around level 6 or 7, and basically our chances of surviving this fight would be kind of in the 2% range. But, as I walked away from it, I dithered, and part of me was saying, how would it go? Yes, they'd all die, but it would be a glorious battle to behold. And I even said at the time this would be the death of a company. And so, the craven cowards ran away like a whipped cur with its tail between its legs, eventually slinking to another fight, where they stood a much fairer chance of victory and failed miserably and perished almost to a man with just 2 deserters fleeing the field, after which the company just sort of fell apart, really. So, this has been eating me away. This has been eating away at me since the night before last, because actually, the previous episode took a long time to upload. Not because of the episode length, but because of stuff going on in real life that kept getting in the way, so I had to keep pausing it and resuming it, and yeah, nightmare. However, I reloaded up the old save, I went down to Koenigshain, where regrettably Harkon the Barbarian was not available for hire, so he is not with the company at this moment. So we honestly do not know if he would have made much of a difference. Now, he hadn't been in a single fight yet and was fairly under-equipped, so he was unlikely to make a large difference. After how miserably things went last time, I think it's time to give the Chieftains of Yore a jolly good send-off. Now let's survey our foes, shall we? Bearing in mind that we have low-tier brothers, low-tier equipment, mostly fairly low-level brothers as well. So low-tier backgrounds, we do not have a lot going for us at the moment, right? It's kind of been on a downhill slump since our heavy weapon wielder was taken out a few episodes ago. And you know what? I could have just not uploaded the last episode, reload the save, record a new one and put that out and say, hey guys, this is all really great, but that didn't feel very honest to me, and I thought it was only fair to let you all know what happened. That being said, after this amazing battle to the death in which all of my fellows are going to get pretty much wiped out, quite probably by each other, I'll get to that as well. Do I want to start a new company, or actually reload the old save and play seriously and not go off on this fool's errand that led me to the witch's hut? Alright, so I said we were going to survey the foes. So we got Nachzerers. The Nachzerers are fairly cowardly and fairly weak. They're not very dangerous, but they do gobble up the corpses. And as they consume corpses, they become larger and more powerful and more dangerous and braver. They hit harder. Also, when they become truly ravenous, gluttonous creatures, they can actually gobble a man whole. And then you have to try and cut him out of them quickly before he dies. And yeah, it's rough going. Now they're gonna, if they come rushing in towards the front, the thing is, they are quite cowardly, they have fairly low resolve. So if I'm hitting other enemies for lots of damage, they might turn tail and flee occasionally and just keep running away and coming back, run away, come back. So they are a relatively low priority threat. It all depends on if they come as part of a first wave or if they really hang back and wait for some corpses to pile up. Now the direwolves, they're fast, they get a lot of attacks, they're very aggressive, they can be a little bit hard to hit. They're going to be high priority targets. They're going to rush us and we're going to try and take them out as fast as we can. If the Nachzerers come at the same time as the wolves, then we're going to have some problems. Next we have 2 Unholds. The Unhold is basically a kind of giant troll-like creature. They dominate the battlefield, they can knock people back, pick them up and throw them around, and do big sweeping attacks that will hit multiple brothers that attack them. Unfortunately, we probably need to gang up on them to reduce their defense, because you get ganging up bonuses for... Well, they get ganging up penalties to their defense for being distracted and having to fight lots of people at once. The 1 or 2 polearms we have as reach weapons to attack past a brother who may be in front. So say here's an Unhold, there's a brother of ours, there's one with a polearm attacking it, you know. That's the kind of thing that could go well in our favour, and that one will get picked up and thrown over there or something. Webknechts are web knights, they are spiders. They will also try and rush us fairly early, so if we're lucky, we'll only have the direwolves and the webknechts to deal with. They web us, then they bite us with their poison bite. They don't really bite very effectively if you're not webbed. So removing webs will be a priority. However, removing webs involves standing next to someone or having the person in the web do it. And then we have some Hexen. Now, I did load this up before, and I think it's about 4 of them. 4 witches. We know there's at least 3 from the description. The Hexen are rather nasty. They have 2 spells. The first attempts to charm a battle brother. Now, he can resist this if he has good resolve, and it is some kind of resolve test, but I don't know if there's modifiers on it. If they succeed, or he fails his resistance roll, he swaps sides for a few rounds, and begins to murder all the brothers near him. Now, I tend to treat this a little bit like XCOM or XCOM 2, where if someone gets possessed or controlled, I tend to try to remove the thing controlling them, and get back control of them, rather than just killing them, because they were a good friend, and I might be able to save them. Because of this ability, I'm going to want my brothers to spread out. So standing next to each other would be bad. Standing next to each other would help fighting the Nachzerers and the direwolves. It would be bad and good against the Unholds. If those 2 things end up standing close together, we're in real trouble. The spiders, the wolves and the ghouls we want to gang up on, but we don't want to gang up too much in case one of our brothers gets charmed. The Hexen also have the second spell, which is a kind of curse they place upon a brother, and then every time they take damage, he takes the same amount of damage. Obviously, the best solution at this point is to not attack that particular witch for a few turns, because it lasts for about 2 rounds. Or wait until she places the curse on a very healthy brother, if she's badly wounded, and just kill her off anyway. So with that, let the chieftains of yore go out fighting. Let it be a battle worth remembering. Indeed, let the battle be worth the song. And we're all going to die miserably. But that's fun, right? Okay, the wolves are coming first. This is kind of good. 19 foes. So I think we can say our missing barbarian brother was either seduced by one of the witches and dragged off into the woods and sacrificed, or he ran away being very superstitious. I hear a witch cackling, that's not good. And these Nachzerers are already partially fed. No! Wait, did someone resist? Someone failed to resist. Also, when they charm someone, they look young. Yeah, here comes over. How many? Okay. Wait a minute. You appear some muscles, you do not. Okay. 1251. I mean, this really is a horrific encounter. And perhaps these almost give us a hint of what the Battle Sisters might have looked like if they had ever been developed before a load of people kicked up a fuss and said, women can't fight. And you know what? Some women can fight, some women can't fight, some women choose not to fight. Oh my goodness, look at all these brothers who have turned on their companions. This is not good. Right. And now live dangerously. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is all going to be over very quickly. And not very gloriously, I'm afraid. Oh, yeah, now he manages to hit things. Right, spear up. Stab. Oh, that's a nice wound. What's that? Oh, charmed. I see. Of course. And there is our first unhold. It is a hideous creature. Oh, man. Yep, here comes the pain and the agony. But let's see how it goes. I mean, I've been wanting to show off these nice new creatures for a while now, and they've just been avoiding my men, who fortunately haven't really been up to the task anyway. I was not expecting 4 to get charmed on the very first round. Currently, there's not a lot I can do about the Charmed Brothers, other than just hope to regain control of them soon. So there are 5 witches. Unfortunately, many of them seem to have been falling back. Oh, you poor... Get that shield up, because at least that way you might get a turn. Wow! Roderick is the only brother not currently turned. Oh, hell. Get those counterattacks ready. Oh, here comes the unhold. And the other one. Yep. Ha-ha! Go on, turn back. Yes! So this is where we want to start spreading out. Now there is another new monster in this DLC who also causes us to desire to keep spreading out. But fortunately they are not present in this fight, and fighting them is a nightmare. They are literally a nightmare creature that causes people to go to sleep. They only attack at night, and then they kill you with bad dreams. Ah, and he falls. Well, hopefully... Oh my goodness. Now, I did say that we had virtually no chance of winning this, and I think I'm proving my point here. I mean, I know I could be playing it slightly better, but not that much, because I literally only had control of 1 or 2 of the mercenaries in the first round. Ah, lady, that was cruel and wicked. If you do manage to kill a witch, sometimes they can leave you a nice red juicy apple though. And that is interesting. No. Oh come on, you can't auto-kill them like that! Just by charming them all? That's not fair. I want a rematch. I want that rematch, damn it. Right. Auto-save. Come on, you. If we're going to do this, we're going to try one more time. I'm not going to go best of 3 or anything. Get lost. But I'd at least like to get to fight the first round instead of just stand there and get charmed. And you know what? This has been a fun company to play. I've quite enjoyed up to the last few episodes where just the bad luck all came together. Oh man. See, the problem with the wolves and the ghouls is that they're forcing us to cluster together early, which makes us witch bait. No! Man, when I did my test game, the first brother passed like 2 or 3 resistance checks as they tried to charm him. No! There was a little hillock! You scum! Right, well this is rubbish. Can I? No, I can't. Okay, can I? No. See, that's what places would be really nice. Okay, just get sword and shield out. They've only charmed 3 brothers so far, although they're fairly important ones. That was miserable. But okay. And we want you to get that dagger out. Didn't he have a pitchfork? Where did that go? Okay, I can attack either wolf, but he will be an ally again soon. Not that it counts so much, but hopefully we'll get to see these something more interesting than last time. So at least now we know that if they charm everyone, it's just company dead. Man, that is pretty much a full Nachzera, the deadliest kind. Now, if by some fluke I could win this, which I basically can't because it is that ridiculously powerful and dangerous, then I've no idea what the rewards would be. Basically, this is clearly some kind of important late game content. The next time I see a witch's hut, I will avoid it unless it's like day 150 something. Oh, get lost, lady. You're just making things worse. Right. I tried. No, they're just going to charm everyone again. This won't be fun. Here we go. Now, fortunately, the unholds are even slower than Orc Warriors. This is probably be the end of it again. But some of our brothers are regaining control of themselves. And maybe this round, depending on the initiative for witches. Oh yeah, this is going to be horrible. Maybe I'll get to go before some witches. Maybe not. Let's be honest, probably not. I mean, yeah, not. I was correct. Oh well, that's unfortunate. So, as I basically predicted last time, this is a true massacre. And it ain't pretty. Here we go. They've only got to charm 2 more. Make that 1. Here it comes. So yeah, that was rather unfair, but at least I got to have a rematch anyway. So, yeah, I might like to continue this company from the save at the beginning of the previous episode, or I might just start a new one. Why don't you let me know in the comments down below what you fancy? Because I don't quite feel ready to give up on Battle Brothers again just yet for a little while. If I do start a new company, I'll probably take a little bit of a break before coming back to them. And if I resume with these chaps, you obviously get to see them for a bit longer. So let me know what takes your fancy, and I'll be checking the comments over the next few days to help make my decision. Okay guys, bye for now. Hope you've enjoyed this episode more than the last one, although that's not saying much given how miserable that previous one turned out. And I'll look forward to see you in whatever I upload next. I'll say bye-bye for now guys, and cheerio!